Hi everyone, welcome to Mermaid Radio. You are listening to this week's Universal Energy reading using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve Prophecy cards. I am Mami Olufunke. This reading is in effect from today, Monday, October 26th, through Sunday, November 1st, 2020. Let's get started. The Universal Energy reading for the planet this week sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Obatala Shango in the Veve Prophecy cards. Here, Earth Mother is asking us not to make promises we can't keep. We're promising Earth Mother that we're going to do what we want to, and we're going to take what we want to, and we're going to treat Earth Mother any old kind of way. But this is a grave mistake. It's a grave mistake on our part because we can't survive without Earth Mother. We have to have Earth Mother. We have to be cordial with Earth Mother. We need the air. We need the plants to grow. We need the bees to pollinate the vegetation. And we need the animals for sustenance. We need Earth Mother in all her beauty. To disrespect Earth Mother would be a grave mistake that will lead us to regret our decisions to not recycle, to not repurpose, to cease taking more than we need from beneath the surface of this world, to spew noxious gas into the atmosphere, stuff that we can't breathe and Earth Mother can't handle. She can't recycle it fast enough for us to be able to breathe it and stay healthy. And this regret that we suffer could take us off the course of our destiny. If we see our destiny as we can stay on this planet and understand life and the development of our spirituality, which is most of the reason that we come to these bodies, is so that we can overcome the hindrances of the body and develop the spirit, the mind, our sight, both outside and inside. This is what we need to work on our divine character. But it would be a grave mistake to destroy this world and think that we're going to jump off from here and jump to another world. And, why would another world accept people who just rape and destroy? So let us take care of our spaceship that we have. Pray that the people who have money to dig into this world and be disrespectful of this world cease with it. Let us, the little guys, recycle. Buy quality goods. Buy what we need and not just what we want. And let us pray for Earth Mother. Ashe. The Universal Energy reading for the people this week sees 8 Cowries on the mat and tambours, Agbao rune in the Veve Prophecy cards. This reading says that if we have a plan, we can succeed as people, as groups of people, as individuals. We need to have a plan more than working for someone else, because employment, more jobs will be lost, and employment is going to be hard to find because people won't have enough resources to hire all of the people that they say they will, maybe except for Amazon. But other than that, there's going to be a shortage of jobs. And when the people can't buy because there's a shortage of jobs and people don't have money, even Amazon will be limited in the amount of people that it can hire, because people make the world go round. When people are working, people are spending. When people are spending, the economy is growing, is staying stable. We're able to manage. But where the people cannot work, cannot find work, cannot create work, there's problems. So we have to think as people in this world now, in the quarantine times, how are we going to get our cash flowing? How are we going to keep it flowing and growing? What do we have to do in order to see prosperity and success? And we need to think about that more so than that we can't find and we don't have. Because when we think of that, the solutions don't come in that. The solutions come when you say, okay, that way is not viable. Which way is viable? What can I do? And the Spirit will answer you in that. Ashe. The universal energy reading for love this week sees 10 Cowrie on the mat and Shango Maza in the Veve prophecy cards. Here 10 Cowrie says, don't cry over spilled milk. The relationship is not perfect. But saying yesterday you talked bad about my earrings. And today I'm going to bring it up and hash it over, what you said and what's wrong with my earrings. And it's too much energy, and it's not going to take away the fact that this thing was already said. It's just that you're concentrating on it and you're feeling bad about it instead of thinking, I like these earrings and I'll have to wear them on occasions when I'm not hanging with this person. Or look at yourself and say, okay, I can see why they don't like these earrings. Maybe they're too conservative and I should just wear my little pearl post or my diamond post, cubic zirconia post, so that this person can be comfortable with themselves as they look at me, because they're not uncomfortable with me. They're uncomfortable with themselves and what they think other people would think about my earrings. Also, it's 10 Cowrie. This is talking about people feeling like they're better than. So you have a mate and you feel better than that person, like you know something that they don't know, and you're being haughty and arrogant with them and rude, and so it takes away from your relationship. That attitude is going to really put your relationship, on hold in a bad way. So try to control your energy of being better than, of being smarter than, of being more capable than the next person, because it's not always true. It's only you are what you think you are on the one hand, but the other person has to agree that you are what you think you are, and they have to be happy with what you're telling them in order to make the relationship between you good. But if you're looking down on someone and ragging them on the way they speak or the way they walk and talk and carry themselves, dress themselves, it's too much for your relationship this week. So try not to engage in that kind of behavior. Try not to cry over spilled milk. And also, between lovers, this is a time where you could get pregnant rather easily, but this is not a time in which you will be happy with that pregnancy. So try not to get pregnant if you don't want to. If you're trying, you should. And then know that you will have to be on bed rest. You will have to slow down to bring this baby to fruit. This is 10 Cowrie again, and it's talking about moving slowly while you're pregnant. Ashe. The universal energy reading for money this week sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Orumila Lingla Su in the Veve prophecy cards. 7 Cowrie says, of course, we're not going to make promises we can't keep, but it says don't focus on others as much as you focus on your own good dreams, visions, and ideas. Really sort out the details and make sure that you can organize things in a way where it can be a viable idea, an idea that once it's shared with the public will gain traction and momentum and be fruitful. It's not a time for standing still. You have to move. You have to put action behind your ideas. It's not a time for lollygagging, and it's definitely not a time to feel sorry for yourself or insecure about your place in the market. Shore yourself up. If you're feeling sad or depressed, bathe in salt water. And if you want to, if you can take a watermelon or some fruit, 7 green apples, to the ocean and tell Yemaya how you're feeling and how she can help you attain your goals. Ashe. The universal energy reading for health and well-being this week sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Olodumare, Obatala, and the Veve prophecy cards. So here, this reading says that really our health is good. Our health is good for the most part, and we're feeling comfortable in ourselves for the most part. If you have a chronic situation, it should be under control at this time. And if you continue to keep working at it, you will find that it will improve and life will get better. Good health is a luxury, and it's a luxury that, as with any luxury, can get away from us. It can get away from us, so we have to be grateful for it. Thank the Orisha, thank Olodumare, thank our ancestors for good bodies, good minds, and we have to show our gratitude for good health. If you have high blood pressure, keep your salt intake controlled. Keep your blood pressure even, because blood pressure affects your heart, and you must keep it even so your heart doesn't strain and struggle. Ashe. The universal energy reading for spiritual development this week sees 3 Cowrie on the mat and Shango Olokun and the Veve prophecy cards. Here in spiritual development, I say it's between people, communities, groups of people, there is going to be a difference of opinion about ways, means, and methods. There's going to be a difference of opinion about how and who all we should believe in, and people will want to fight. So, not just a little argument, not a little tiff, but all out yelling, screaming, throwing things, rage. So we have to be careful. It's not good to boast up your abilities, real or imagined. If you think you're a better priest than the next person, or it's not necessary to get initiated, it's okay as an alejo, and you have all the rights of. Just be calm this week, please, between each other. Show each other love and respect. Let people have their opinions, and be humble. Be humble to yourself, with yourself, and especially with others. If you see people making mistakes this week, they want to put palm kernel oil on an Orisha that doesn't get it, leave. Let them do it, because it will be a much bigger argument if you try to stop them. This way, they can go through the mistake on their own and find out the repercussions of it. I hate to be that person. And then you can say, I told you so. You can mention it briefly. You don't put palm kernel oil on that Orisha, but if they insist, let it go. Let it happen, because you will lose the whole person, the whole friendship, the whole camaraderie over this week. Because we have 7 Cowrie several times this week. It's a week not to make promises that you don't want to keep, like I don't need you anymore, or I'm going to show you, I'm going to get you, or all these kind of promises. Don't do it this week. It's not a good week for it, because people will step to your challenge, and that could end badly for you both. 3 Cowrie on the mat is really a time of argument, and we have to really cool ourselves. You can cool yourself in a bath with sage and dill, maybe some cooling herbs, hyssops, and that kind of stuff, so that you can cool your body, cool your head with coconut water this week, because we're going to have to try to find a way to maintain coolness. maintain coolness. 8 calories and 10 calories says we need to work on our heads as well. So the coconut water in the head, sage eyebright herbs on the head. No drinking, not this week. Not at any kind of occasion. I would not drink because that's fire water, and that's not something we need as we deal with each other this week. Ashe. This has been Mami Olufunke's Universal Energy Reading. I thank you for joining me this week. I wanted to say in advance, Happy Halloween, everyone. Enjoy this season of eating candy and being happy. Have a great week, everyone. Odabo.